I say they're the sixth best team in the AFC. Like I got the Chiefs, I got the Bills. I think they're cut in a class by themselves.
Okay.
I think you have the Titans, the Browns, the Ravens. Obviously losing J.K. Dobbins hurts. I think they're right there in that conversation. I don't know if they're a tier right below the Bills. I think the Bills are a way better team than the Patriots, and I give them a lot of credit that they've retooled their defense and offense. But I also look at the weapons that Mac Jones is going to have. I mean, you're talking about Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar. It's not like he has big-time wide receivers to work with. And the question I still have, Key, for him is, look, the good quarterbacks that find ways to win their divisions and their conferences manage the lows exceptionally well, right? Manage those points in the game where they're not playing well and they still find ways to make plays. Now, I know Cam could have done this in certain moments because I've seen that from experience. I don't know if Matt can do this at this stage of his career, really being thrown to the wolves. I'm not saying he can't play well. I just wonder how he can manage those lows and win those type of games that the veteran players know how to win due to their experience.
Look, I think that Kansas City obviously is Kansas City, right? They're out there in barbecue land all by themselves. Nobody can eat any of their meat. Then everybody else is trying to figure out how to get a meal. That's where everybody is in the AFC.
Okay, you don't put Buffalo in that conversation with KC at
how,
all?
No, not at all. How
Why
could
not?
I? How could I?
What do you mean?
They had 1 year of showing us that they are getting better. The New England Patriots, like you said, Jay, basically retooled, bringing in guys like Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry at the tight end position so they could go two tight ends, a very familiar set that the New England Patriots has run in the past. Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, Jacoby Myers. You look at what they do on the offensive side. Defensively, when Stephon Gilmore comes back, one of the top corners in the National Football League. Dante Hightower's back. Matt Patricia, underrated as an assistant coach, coming back to the New England Patriots after being fired from the Detroit Lions. Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniel is still on the sideline. You think about they went out there and got Trent Brown from the Raiders to shore up the offensive line. Mm-hmm. When you talk about the one thing that New England knows how to do is they know how to play football and coach it up. Mm-hmm. Cleveland, yeah, they're going to be good, but what does that mean right now? You know, you look at Pittsburgh, they're not going anywhere. They're going to pretty much be Pittsburgh. Baltimore, they lose Dobbins. We don't know what they're going to do at the running back spot. That's a big blow to them, despite what anybody tells you. And the passing game has yet to evolve for them. So when you bring all those other teams together, the Tennessee Titans, yes, they got Julio Jones, but they're not changing their offense. They're going to run the ball with the big dude behind them in Henry, and they're going to figure out how to play defense and get better there. So in Indianapolis, we don't know what Carson Wentz is. So when you package all those other teams up, they're all together right now. And I think when you go back and you look at the early success of Tom Brady, much like a lot of people are talking about, the New England Patriots want to play that way. They want to protect the young quarterback. They want to run the ball. They want to get into empty sets. They want to dink and dunk. You're going to see a lot of slip screens. You're going to see some fly sweeps. You're going to see a lot of short outs, hitch routes. You're going to see a lot of underneath stuff in front of the linebackers, not over the linebackers. That's what you're going to see early and often with the New England Patriots and Mac Jones, because protecting him gives them the best chance to win. Trying to do what we saw Tom Brady do 8 years, 9, 10 years in his career, not right now, not today.
I mean, the Patriots have one of the best offensive lines in football this year. And obviously, as Key just said, like, they've added a ton of weapons now, something that Tom Brady didn't have, something that Cam Newton didn't have last year. And so Mac Jones is basically given a gift this year from Bill Belichick. Like, hey, here are all the tools. You just need to be efficient and not turn the ball over, essentially. In terms of what this means now for the entire division and conference as a whole, first of all, the Bills are in New England on Sunday, December 26th. That's the third to last game of the season. And I feel like in the AFC East, it always feels like there's a game or two where it comes down to the wire, whether it's for home field advantage or whatever it needs to be. But that game, circle it, right? New England and Buffalo Bills, Sunday, December 26th. Can't wait for that. But then, Key, see, I was a big believer in the Bills. And if we're going to put all this emphasis on the preseason, because that seems to be what we're doing, especially in terms of Mac Jones and Cam Newton and everything that we've seen, like, Josh Allen and any throw I have seen or any play I've seen from the Buffalo Bills and him looks to only have gotten better and not worse. So I don't think last year was just a lightning in the bottle. To me, it would be Kansas City, Buffalo Bills, and then everyone else. I actually think the Tennessee Titans should be in that conversation somewhere too. But last year, obviously, they didn't live up to their full potential. So we will wait and see. Here's something I do know, though. Prior to Cam Newton being released, Mac Jones, who's now the starter in New England, was 10-1 odds to win the award, Rookie Offensive Player of the Year, at Caesars Sportsbook in Vegas. His odds now have improved 5-1 after Newton's release, just behind the favorite, which is Trevor Lawrence at 7-2 odds.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.